Those of you who follow my videos know that I talk about reading, not politics. I never touch politics on Facebook, not even on my personal Facebook page. I have friends and family of both convictions. And so it's no accident that today I'm wearing purple, because as you know, if you mix equal parts red and blue together, you get purple. My message today, in this very difficult January 2021, is to look for guidance in our extraordinary children with Down syndrome. 30 years ago, when Jonathan was small, I was traveling alone on a plane. Marie Osmond was also traveling on that plane, and she was up in first class with her staff. Somehow, her music director got bumped from first class and was assigned the seat next to me. He was easy to talk to, so as we talked, as we traveled, I told him about Jonathan. And he said something I'll never forget. He said, "Kids like Jonathan go straight to the store." And what he meant was that children with Down syndrome go straight for truth. They're not confused like we are with all this mixed messages of appearances and words and an influx of crazy-making impressions that make our minds jump around like a monkey. The yogis of India have a saying, the monkey mind. And what they mean by that is a mind that jumps around like a drunken monkey that's just been stung by a scorpion. That's us, but that's not our children with Down syndrome. When Jonathan was not yet 2 years old, we lived in a small community where everyone pretty much knew everyone else. I would take him for a stroll every day in his stroller. And after a few weeks, I noticed something fascinating began to happen. When we would pass by college students who didn't know beans about Down syndrome, Jonathan was just all perky and smiles and sitting up straight and waving and giving them a biggest smile. But there was an older woman in the community, a retired nurse, clearly from the old school of thinking about Down syndrome. And whenever we passed her, she could not disguise her pity and perhaps even disgust or dismay. And when we would pass her, Jonathan behaved entirely differently. He would hang over the edge of the stroller and dangle his arms and let his tongue hang out and pretty much look completely out of it. I couldn't figure that out. It took me weeks to figure out what was going on. And then I realized that Jonathan, and he's not alone in this, many of our kids with Down syndrome had the same quality. He had sized up her energy, and he was responding in kind. So in a sense, he was giving her what she expected, and he was giving the college students what they expected, which was this cheerful little kid. When that epiphany hit me, I was careful from then on to watch Jonathan's reaction to any potential friend of mine. When I was writing the book Down Syndrome Parenting 101, I devoted an entire chapter to this very extraordinary quality that many, if not most, of our children have. And I was blessed at the time to be in close contact with many families of children with Down syndrome, and their stories are in there as well. And I'm betting that you have stories of your own about your own child, maybe reaching out to unexpected people. It's as if they have radar and they can assess another person's needs and character. So my plea right now in this time of chaos and even violent emotions is to turn to your child and to try to tune in with his or her vision, a vision that is unclouded by the barrage of information that we are subject to, information which, if we're honest, we don't even know what's right and what's not right because we're not God. But our children model higher vision, seeing into the hearts of others and responding in kind. So let's try to tune in with their vision, with our own intuition, our calmness, our peace, and try to understand the higher truths that they seem to know about and understand. Peace, salam, shalom, namaste.